And hello, hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? We'll be right there with you in a minute. Thank you so much for coming in. All right. So, welcome to episode 3 of Crochet with Miss T with the T and me. I bring it every day.
That
So,
was a wonderful theme song.
yeah, he's funny, isn't he? I love him so much. He's one of those people that, you meet people on YouTube and you bond immediately. Like that's what happened. We just bonded immediately and yeah, over music and things like that. And he actually bought himself a crochet book yesterday. So who knew? So we'll see
Yeah.
how he does. Yeah. So we're going to have to take a look at it and see how that goes. There we go. I lost my lighting. There we go. Yeah, this light, I need a new one. Is I think it's got a short. But anyway. So now how have you been, Miss T with the T?
Busy as ever, but we're gonna get past it. We're gonna get through it.
Okay. Well, we have like not an official thing today because we both have to leave pretty early. We're only going to be here about an hour, but just let me know how you're feeling, Miss T. I'll just start with you, and because you tell them your little bit of your story for the people that don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm Miss T with the T. I am a content creator as well. I enjoy doing. I go live every day, Monday through Friday, 9:15 a.m.
Yep.
I enjoy like helping out the community. We recently did a StreamYard video, how to show people how to do StreamYard.
Yep.
Working with somebody how to do Amazon affiliate, sign that up and do that.
Yes.
Add spread shop to your channel, things like that. How to make your
Hmm.
channel better. Yeah, so that's what I'm all about. And now I'm back in the crocheting world with
Yes.
Irene.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. So we got a lot of people coming in. I'm going to greet them and just tell them how far you've gotten, like with your crochet, because it's been a couple of weeks. We talked about a little bit about the stitches and things like that. I'm not going to get into so much of that today, but we'll just see how you're feeling, and I just have some tips today because we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot of time, so I'm not going to get into too much. But
Yeah,
so
well,
that's my evil plan for the hour.
um, I was recommended to start again and do a new what is this called? A new line
Like a chain, yeah. So a
chain.
new chain. Okay,
I do
good.
new chain, and I loosened up on the stitching. So this one looks way better than my first go round.
All right, I'm gonna make you big real quick. Let me take a
Okay.
look. Oh yeah, that does look better.
Yeah, so these have
Yes.
nice consistent
Oh,
size loop.
nice.
Yeah, so I'm kind of
Excellent.
happy about that. Hey
Yes.
everybody.
Yes. And so I'm so glad you did that. Yeah. So the thing that I noticed that people who are newer crocheters is that they do put I call it the death grip on the hook because it's sort of a natural tendency.
Yeah, and I'm
And
I'm heavy handed as well, so
yes,
that adds
yes.
on.
Yeah, my husband's the same way. Like everything he does is heavy handed. But it looks nice. So we got Butter Roll Boutique said it looks nice.
Thank you.
Yes. Hey, Doretha. And hey to everybody coming in. Oh, we got Granny D. Hello.
Hey,
Howdy. Granny D's the grand dame of the
you know
crochet
what?
world.
I knew her when I first started off YouTubing, and
Yes.
then like I don't know, we got lost in the YouTube world, and then
Yes.
from you, I found her
You
again.
found her again. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
like wow.
Yes, it's wonderful. So yeah, so we got Kenneth Wilkinson. Oh my gosh. Brain's not working today. Um, let's see. So we got Kenneth. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. We got David Corey with Crop. All right now.
Cropper.
Yes. Hello. We got Crazy Poppy Lady. Hello.
Mhm.
And Passionately Intrigued Arts. Good morning. Cool Gamer. Hey.
Hey, Kramer.
There we go. Hey. We got Connor. He's asking how am I? I'm doing okay. It's been a busy week. Like Miss T and I were just talking right before I hit the live button that it's been a crazy week, and I'm not going to get into it right now, but later on maybe I'll talk about it. But it's just been a crazy week, so I'm a little bit discombobulated today. But good to see you, Connor. We got Dinky Crafts Jennifer. Hello. Yes, I always have to shout out Dinky Jen. She's like my official first subscriber once I launched my channel.
That's awesome.
Yes, and she's a member. Woohoo! Oh, we're gonna shout whoop whoop whoop. And then we had Lulu's Treasure Trove, or Cindy Lou, hey. So anyway, she came in a little early and she was like, "Oh, what's going on?" But we hadn't started. So anyway, so I'm so glad you started the chain. I think that's the thing. We just want you to relax. The
Mhm.
thing with crochet, everything is tension. We talked about that last time. And tension really can get you, it's make or break, with crochet. It's definitely make or break. And as you see with your chain, it's nice and even.
Mhm.
And I don't want you to be anal retentive about it. But I want you, just to be as like everything, it's consistency and practice. And
Right.
also Lydia Yarnworks and Crafts and More by Lydia. Welcome. And
Hey,
we got
Sarah.
we got Jags, J3GS Farm. Hello.
I see Sarah Happy Highs in here. Hey, girl, I'm gonna text you here shortly after the live. You're in
Okay.
trouble. No,
Oh, she's in trouble.
no, I'm just playing.
Okay. So anyway, so that's the whole crazy thing with this crochet. And I'm so glad. I'm always happy when people reach out and say, "Hey, I want to learn to crochet." And knit. Like I'll do either one, knit or crochet. And I just like to hang out with people as they create. Like I'm a content creator as well. And my channel is a variety channel. And what I try to do is I'm usually looking at art and nature and things like that. And that's sort of what I do. So you're gonna see weird videos, um oh yeah, I have one coming out probably today. It's a little bit of farm stuff. Like I live in the country, so I see some farm stuff, and it's really pretty sometimes. And I just sort of look, and whatever I see, I kind of video. And I started sort of doing that just for fun on YouTube. But originally, I was always, crocheting with YouTube, and I joined the crochet community initially, and then I sort of branched out, and I do a little, not a lot of gardening, but I do a little bit of gardening, and so I'm there. Okay. So we have let's see, we said hi to Sella. No, we have to say hi to Isella. We said hi to Sarah.
Okay.
We have Mary King. Good morning. Also one of the fiber people, I call you. Fresh and Fire Backyard Living. Good to see you.
What's this?
Yes. So good to see you. Unofficial Jamia. Woohoo. Hello. Hello. So welcome in. We really appreciate you coming in. So you redid your chain. I'm so glad. And what I want to do is I'll show you something I'm working on right now, because you got me rethinking the stitches. And so what I did was I made one blanket. I'm not a big blanket person. I made one because I found some blanket yarn, and that was pretty exciting.
Okay,
And then
translate blanket yard.
oh
Blanket.
oh okay, oh darn, do I have one nearby? No.
I thought all yard could be made, make blankets.
It is. So they have this stuff. It's called blanket yarn. It's about a 5 thickness, and I may have to run and it's in the other room because this blanket I made is ridiculously huge. So the problem is like keeping it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this blanket, but anyway, but anything can be made with a blanket. So this is made with a medium weight yarn, and I'll show you this real quick. This is what I'm working on now. I started another one, and what I'm doing is I'm just playing around with stitches. So
Ooh.
up here is these 2 rows here are treble crochet or triple crochet.
Mhm.
The ones underneath are half double crochet, like these couple of rows here. And then at the very, very bottom is the single crochet. So
Okay.
I don't know if you can tell, but where each line kind of comes across is the height of the stitches. And the treble crochet is pretty big. Pretty big. It's the tall. It's one of the taller stitches. A lot of people don't do it because it involves some extra steps. But one of the things that you can do is when you're making these blankets to keep it from being so boring is to do multiple stitches, and that's what I do just to keep myself from going cuckoo. Just to be honest.
Okay.
All right. So buy you sugar. Oh,
Sugar,
nice
sugar.
sugar. And let's see. Okay, passionately intrigued artist saying hi. Got a bunch of people. Tamika, hello.
Hey, Tamika.
Okay, and then so Crazy Poppy Lady is saying if you don't like working the chain, swoop it for a foundation single, double, or crochet chain for blankets. It's brilliant. Now, yes, I agree, but I disagree when you're still figuring it out, and that's the problem with it. It's a little. I find that it's a little bit slower, but it does. It kind of gives you a cheat. So what you do is you go into the stitch, and it pretty much does the first row of whatever stitch. It does the chain and the stitch at the same time.
Okay.
And it takes a couple of an extra step. And if you're not familiar with how to do that, we can get to that later. Like, I don't know if you're ready for that just yet, but I'm just saying, like, you got to learn, in my opinion, you got to learn you got to learn the slip knot, you got to learn the chain, you got to learn the single crochet, you have to learn the half double crochet. I'm just getting bigger. You got to learn the double crochet, you got to learn the treble crochet, you got to learn the double treble crochet, because I think they're all useful.
Okay.
And then the patterns. And then it ensues from there, because I think it just enhances your creativity when you use all these stitches. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. But anyway, it's a good idea when you know what you're doing. Yeah. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi.
Yeah, just to recap, I haven't crocheted like in over 30 years. So me and I bring in have been starting back at the basics, try to refresh my memory.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Jamia.
Yes. And good morning in both chats. Thank you guys for coming in. Yes. So for Miss T and the T, with the T, if you're in her chat, it's MST. And if you're in my chat, just type Kelly, Kelli. And you haven't crocheted in over a decade. Yeah. So, and this is why. I'm a person who likes information. So maybe this could be a little bit weird for a lot of people. Oh, there's Debbie. Good morning. And so the whole thing is, I think information is good, and then you can just play. And like I said, these are all different stitches, and it makes your blanket look interesting. And that's all. I just think it's interesting, because I had a woman that I used to belong to this group, and she would make blankets that were double crochets, and it would be thousands of double crochets, and they were perfect. But I said to myself, like, for me that would be really boring. And that's just me, because I like to dabble. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, so I just wanted Miss T to get her chain nice and even, and that. Oh, there's mine. Good morning. Now you have to tell me how to pronounce that, because I do not know German. I know it's mine Welt, dine Welt. Okay, I think that's it. But let me
Sounds
know.
about
I could be wrong. I just want to make sure I got that accent right. So my husband was in Munich. Munich. Good morning. Yeah, he was in Munich 2 years ago,
right.
and he really enjoyed Germany. He had a blast. He had an army buddy over there, and they went to visit, and they hung out, and blah blah blah. Yeah, it was cool. And there's blah blah blah. And Shatika, yeah, good morning and blessings. Yeah, peace and blessings to everybody, and I hope you're all doing well. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, yeah. It was. Yeah, he really had a blast, and he still talks about it every day. And there's Rosie. Yes, and there's the German flag. Thumbs up, German flag.
Sounds good.
Hearts, hearts with love, face with love, and hearts. I think that's what they call that. Very nice. Yes, she's a new person to my channel, which is cool. All
Awesome.
right. So that's really all I have for you today. But just in terms of, I just kind of want to get you in comfort. And so anybody who likes to just hang out and crochet, this is what I love to do. I haven't done a whole lot of it lately, and only because life is lifing, as they say. But I'll show you. Maybe what I'll do is I'll show you this treble crochet, just so you see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm gonna move this over, and let me move myself down here.
Sarah said crocheting made her cuss last time she crocheted.
Oh,
Was it that bad?
really? No, see, we don't want you to cuss. It's supposed to be fun. Let me just make sure I'm pointing this at the table. There we go. All right. So I'm going to switch over, and I'll show you this. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. I'm trying some new technology. So I did get a new camera, you guys. So let me go back to my settings. I'll go to the camera, and hopefully this is good. Yeah, this should be good.
Hey, Crafty.
Hello. All right, here we go. But anyway, I'll show you this real quick. I'll show you the treble crochet just for funsies.
Okay.
All right, there it is. Okay, now let me find my. So I have this massive. I've been messing around with this furls hook here, and these are these fancy crochet hooks. I'm not exactly a fan. I'm not a fan, but I just feel like they're expensive. These could be $25
$25.
each. Yeah. And they've got this kind of barrel shaped thing. I mean, I guess it's not bad, and the little head on the hook is not too bad. But
Okay.
yeah, they're pricey. Like regular hooks are like $2, And if you go to the Dollar Tree, you can find hooks there, and they're like $1.25, and you get two of them. So it's kind of like what you want to spend. And I'm not a fan of spending a ton of money when you're brand new. I'm one of those people who's like, hey, let's take time. Let's not spend so much money. So I'm going to lay this down here,
Okay.
make that
I'm
look
going to
pretty.
just read this comment. So Sarah
Oh,
said she was maybe she used the wrong size hook. I learned recently from I Bring It.
yes.
Um, the size of the hook and the crochet is on the yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So might have to like later on recap that.
Oh, I will recap that. Yep, and I do have a nice. So this is the treble crochet. Now this is what's weird. People don't use this stitch, but I like it because it's tall. Gives you room. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
What you do is you wrap it twice. Two wraps. Let me see if you can get in there. Then you go into the stitch and you pull up a loop. So you've got four on your hook there. Do you see that?
Right.
So then you wrap it, go through two, you wrap it, go through two more, you wrap it, and you go through two more. That's a treble stitch. See how tall that is?
Okay, so you're going through two.
Two,
Okay.
two. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, actually, let me do that one more time. I'll make myself big. I thought I
Okay.
was big enough, but not really. I'm sort of like I'm the director and the photographer. Oh, there we go. That's better. All right. So anyway, so you wrap it twice. You go into the stitch. So this is the top of this stitch here, and you pull up a loop. So now you've got four on your hook, four loops. Then
Okay.
you wrap it, go through two, wrap it, go through two, wrap it, go through two. Yeah. And that's it. Now it's got a few steps, but the thing that I like about it is it gets you further. Further on your blanket than like a single crochet. Like I'll do a single crochet right next to it. And look at the difference. So a single crochet is you go right into the stitch, you grab it and pull up a loop. You got two, and then you wrap it and go through both. Now look at the difference in the stitch. Can you see that
Oh
next to
yeah.
it? I mean, it's crazy, right? So if
Right.
you're trying to power through a huge blanket, I would do a few of these, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because you
Right.
you don't want to be here all day. But so anyway, so there's that. So like I said, I play with the stitches, and I don't know if you can see, but this is
That looks beautiful. Mm-hmm.
single crochet here, half double crochet, two rows of those, and then let's see, singles here, and then I put trebles, two rows of trebles.
Okay. So Knit Pro Granny D says she's using the treble for the last row of lap gan
Hmm.
for Bella.
Yep.
What's a lap gan?
So there's different sizes of blankets. I'm gonna
Oh,
take
it's a
this.
blanket. Okay.
Yeah, it's a blanket, and it's basically for your lap. And a lot of times you see people in the I won't say like older people with wheelchairs or people who are a little bit older that might, what they do is they go into these. Let me move this out the way. All right. So what they do is they go in and they just want something on their lap. And it's good for like a sports game, just to keep yourself warm.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
it's not a huge blanket. And
Okay.
there's an actual size to them, and I can pull that up and take a look. But anyway, I just wanted to just show that treble stitch that people don't use. And there's a double treble, and I think you wrap it three times, and then you go broom, 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 and you go through each one two times. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And I learned this mixing the stitches from a lady at the VA hospital. And there was a lady that used to donate blankets and hats and things like that. And
Hmm,
that's what she would do with the blankets, and they were gorgeous. And I said, I'm sitting here trying to just do, half half double crochet or double crochet, and it's boring.
hmm.
So for me, that just kind of keeps it fresh. Yeah.
That's cool. Aisha
Yes.
said hi, and then Sarah's
Oh.
Happy Hive said that part looks confusing. That's where she would usually get lost.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. So, and like I said, I can go through at some point if you want, and I can just do each stitch and kind of show you what it looks like. But
Oh,
that's yeah, I
uh,
mean, but I don't know how much, like I said, our time is a little short. But go ahead. Go
that's
ahead.
fine. I was gonna say, are you able to show Simply Sarah the yarn and what
Oh yeah.
crochet hook to use
Sure. Sure, sure, sure.
before we
Oh yes, yes,
get
yes. Thank you. Oh my gosh, see? Getting old. Okay. So here's some Dollar Tree yarn, Just Active by Premier. Now, on the back of the label, it says 109 yards, 100 meters, 1.76 ounces or 50 grams. And depending on where you live in the world, metric or not. But here's the size. So 4 means medium in the United States. Other places, I don't know what they call it, but this is the general yarn that most people use. Red Heart Super Saver, just the real generic stuff. And it's medium weight. Okay. Now, what it says on the back here, and it's really hard to read, but this says for knitting needles, it's a 5 millimeter. I'll try to get real close there. 5 millimeter or US 8. And then for the crochet hook, it says 5.5 millimeter or a US 9. And that's thank you for worsted. Yep, you got it. Worsted weight. So every yarn ball will suggest um, what size needle or hook to use.
okay.
Yeah, in the U.S. Now, other places, I don't know if it's the same, but for the most part, this is a basic yarn label that you see in the United States. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
when I first bought my thing of yarn, I was like, so what am I looking for? When I found
Yes,
out, I was like, okay.
yes, yes, yes. So anyway, and good morning, Aisha. Good to see you. So yeah, so every ball of yarn will say something like this, and it's very helpful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
good Jordan and Bud Files.
Yes, Bud Files. Always good to see you. Yeah, her son made a video about my husband, Dwayne Johnson. my
Yeah,
second my second husband. Which my first husband's very well, that he knows if things go awry, that's what's gonna happen. But after I, of course, go through his wife and some things have to align, but
right, right.
that's what's gonna happen. Yeah. So yeah, that's really cool. Oh, we see. Now who popped in? We had the Bud Files. I saw Jay Jordan. Uh-oh. Let me see. There we go. He's saying, hey, you got the Bud Files. Hey, everybody's saying hello. Let's
Awesome,
see.
awesome.
Anything else? No, that's it. I just want to see if there's any other things. So that's what's really cool about the yarn. So that gives you a little bit of a guide, and I would say it's a guide, and it's always kind of dependent on your tension and things like that.
Mhm.
So,
Hey, Kodiak Bees. So
oh
I,
hey,
I do have a plethora of people. I'm not sure if they're in here right now on my end
a
who were
plethora.
interested in crocheting. So if you guys have any kind of questions, we
Yeah,
have a whole community right here of
yep,
knitting and crocheting. Okay.
that's true. That is it. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, so I'll just give you a couple little tools. Um, here's last week you had asked about the loom knitting. Oh, there's Mora, Mindfully Crochet. Good to see you. And let's see. So let me hold on a second. My camera's doing something weird.
I do have
And
a question. So is the
go ahead, sure.
for starting off and making any item, a blanket, a laying ham,
Hmm.
is this the number one stitch to go? Are there different types of chains to start off with, or is this
Nope, that's it. As
okay?
far as I'm aware. Yep. As far
Okay.
as I'm aware. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Yep. Oh, we have a lot of people in today. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in. That's awesome. Yeah. So the one thing that I always suggest is if you want to start and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, try to go to the thrift store. And I'll show you just a little bit of let me see, I see a question. Oh, how often should we be practicing? Like everybody says, 15 minutes a day, like with anything. And unless you get real excited, and it's sort of on your your excitement level. At least that's my opinion. Yeah, you just kind of go with your. But I always say, like, I love books, and I got this at the. I got this from. Sorry about the jingling.
Mhm.
I got this from a lady who gave away. Let me make this big again. I keep forgetting to do this. Hold on.
Kodiak
Here
says,
we
my
go.
grandmother taught all of her grandkids how to
Oh,
crochet. That's awesome.
that is awesome. I'm so jealous because my grandparents did not get into this. But I bought this from a lady at a yard sale.
Mm,
And so what's in here is, and I recommend this to anybody. It doesn't have to be this book, but any book. Learn to crochet, learn to knit, learn to sew. Get one of these books because YouTube is great, but you still need to take time. You don't have time to rewind. Your internet might die, whatever. And like I said, this goes in, shows you all the stitches, how to make them. Okay. So, it even talks about, like, here's the treble crochet we just talked about. And this is a stitch I said I think a lot of the people in the community don't make.
mm.
And I think it's a beautiful stitch if you're trying to work your way through a massively large blanket. But
Okay.
anyway, yeah, there's that. They talk about the tools, and we talked about the tools. I'm just gonna throw that in there. There's all the tools that are available. Let me see if I can get that in there better. But the tools. So these are things that are really helpful just to get started if you're not
Okay.
familiar.
So I
And,
want to welcome in Grammy Midwife. She does
oh,
everything. I just
oh
want to
wow.
know if she cause she beekeeps, she cans,
Okay.
garden, midwife, everything.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know if she crocheted. And hello, 71 Cowboys.
Yes. Thank you so much. So anyway, but in the back of these, they give you projects, just beginning projects. So here's a scarf. Here's a little guy, a little toy for the little boy there. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can learn. Well, actually, in the back, this is a better shot of it. These are the things that they're showing you. So this
When
is
was
just
this
what.
book published? And hi, Blue
Um,
Lotus.
yeah, this is from Susan Bates, and they always have it in the craft stores. I haven't seen it lately. This came out in 2011, so
Okay.
recently. Oh, look at this little thing for her couch. So she made a little blanket and a pillow.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous. So this is a good way to get started. It's a good way to meditate on the information. And then let me just show you one other thing that was in here. This
Okay.
is that gauge.
Mm.
This tells you if you have a needle or a hook that you can't figure out what it is, you can just shove it in there and figure out what it is. Let me see. But what you do is
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
you put it through there, and it sort of tells you approximately if let's for say
The size of your hook.
the
Okay.
size, right? Yeah, and then it also talks about the gauge. So this is 5 inches across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you want to do a swatch, you don't have to. But this just helps you, like, measure what's going on.
That's
Okay.
cool. Some cool goodies in that bag. Of course,
Yes.
Jamie's midwife knows how to crochet because she does
Yep.
everything.
So there's some hooks here, and this one is a G, four
Mhm.
millimeter. This one is a I. These are Susan Bates. So just here's another Susan Bates. This one is a K, and this one's actually made in Mexico. It's stamped Mexico.
Hmm.
Interesting. Didn't know that. But anyway, but sometimes you can pick up materials this way, at a yard sale and things like that. So I got all these hooks. I forget what I paid her, maybe $3 or $4. And I
Not
got
bad at all.
Yeah, and this isn't bad. And these are all the hooks, pretty much almost every size. It's a good way to get started. And then if you hate it, then it's fine. You didn't really, you know,
Right.
output a lot of money.
So, Kodiak says, I still have my crochet needles, several sewing machines,
Oh,
embroidery machine,
oh, nice.
four-thread serger, and a five-thread
A
serger.
serger. Yeah, I love
Serger,
sergers.
okay.
Oh, those are great.
Are
I
they?
Yeah, what they do is they put if you ever have I noticed that people use them for fleece, but I'm sure they use them for other things. But those fleece things, if you ever go to Joann's, they always have fleece on sale, and they say, make a blanket, make a blanket. And what it does is it puts a little stitch around the edge of the blanket,
Oh,
and it seals it off so it doesn't unravel or something like that. And they do it on pants and things like that. I've noticed. I've seen sergers, and I think they're so cool. And to see them work, they're pretty cool. I love equipment, but I'm just so horrible at using it. I am. I'm just gonna be honest. So anyway, so there's that. And then I got a couple of skeins of yarn, you know. So people just throw stuff in here. And I said, man, what a cool little thing. So just like I said, find a book. It doesn't matter what book, but it does help you to see what the stitches look like. And I think that's the beauty of reading. Because I like to read. So
Hey,
anyway.
Nix, and people are wanting to know on your end. Mine is MST if you're in my live to drop your link. And what is it for your live?
And mine is Kelly, Kelli.
All right.
Yeah, my mother was fancy.
Sarah Happy Hives always says, because hers is Sara. Her
Yes,
mom couldn't afford the H.
the H
And then my sister actually is Kellie.
E. Yeah, I never understood the extra E. Yeah, it's like AEIOU and sometimes Y
Right.
or whatever. Yes. All right. So anyway, so that's really one of the tips I wanted to leave today, and you know, just something to think about. And the other thing is, like, sometimes you can buy what I call bougie yarn. You know,
Not the bougie yarn.
the bougie yarn, like the yarn that costs more than $3 or $4 a skein, right? And this one here, there's a company in Pennsylvania called Kramer Yarns, and they have a factory. They're only open a couple hours, and I never can make it up there. And I only live an hour away, and I can't get up there because it's
I
like
know the feeling.
open Wednesday from like 3 to 5. Like the hours are terrible, but they do manufacture yarns, and they're local. And oh, there's Nick's Techniques. Hello,
That's my sis.
and Nifty. I love that name. Now, how do you pronounce that? Nifty Malinus?
Mm,
I don't know.
I bring it,
But
MST. Nice to be here. Malinus,
yes,
I'm gonna assume.
yes, Sarah. Sarah doesn't have an H.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's good. All right. So there's that. But anyway, here's one of the bougie yarns. I didn't take this out of the bag yet.
Now, what considers makes yarn bougie?
I would say anything more than $3 a skein.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and usually it's made with fancy stuff. So this one here is yeah, this is made in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. And
Mm,
it's called this is merino wool and acrylic. And I'll just show you the little thingy there. But there's the little thingy.
okay.
Let me make it big again. But yeah, this is like what I call bougie yarn that's kind of fancy. And this is still in the bag. I haven't even opened this up yet. But this is all Kramer yarns. I forget what they charge for this stuff. But oh, hold on, let me just do this.
Okay. And while you're opening that, Grammy's midwife worked with a doctor who spinned her own alpaca yarn. Do you have examples
Alpaca.
yet?
Oh,
Oh,
alpaca.
alpaca.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what those are?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have any alpaca yarn right here, but this is merino wool and acrylic.
Okay.
And they're out of no, even though I'm not sponsored, but hey, holler at me. Kramer here in Nazareth, Pennsylvania.
Hey, Living Out Loud podcast.
Yes. But alpacas are really cute. My husband and I we actually thought about raising them. And where we live, we are short. Hold on. We are short like an acre. So, and they're like, you gotta have 3.758 acre in order to have an alpaca or something like that.
Hmm.
So we're short. we're short about an acre and a half. But we were just like, oh man, because I like yarn. But the thing that's interesting about alpaca is the hair. It's very hairy and it's soft, but it does kind of blow in the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
like for
understand what
me,
you're saying.
I'm
Yeah.
sneezy. Yeah, I get real sneezy with the alpaca, but it's beautiful. You
Um,
know.
Fresh and Fire has a question for you also.
Sure.
Missed the last time. What is the best size yarn and needle for a beginner to start with?
So I would say the mid weight or the worsted or the number 4. So it'd be like this guy here. Not necessarily this brand, but anything like this. And
That's medium.
it's a medium weight yarn, and and it's spun kind of tightly. I would say tightly spun is probably better. Then you don't end up like splitting and things like that. But it's cheap, and that's the thing. So I would say Red Heart or Joann's has Big Twist, and then this is Premier. This is at the Dollar Tree, And they have one's called Just Yarn, one is called Just Active. That's what this one is. I don't know what the difference with this is, but this one is polyester and acrylic. So it's 80% polyester and 20% acrylic.
Hmm.
Red Heart Super Saver is 100% acrylic, and it's pretty cheap.
So
Right.
you recommended me the hook. What is this? The
I say like GHI.
GHI.
I like the I because you can also with if you pull the tension tighter, you can almost crochet like you're using an H. I just think H is small. G and H are a little bit small. And when you're making blankets, it's like, you know.
So why did Grammy say don't start with black or brown yarn if you're old like me?
Well, some people have trouble seeing the stitches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. So that's the only tragic thing. And the other thing is, oh, yes, somebody mentioned about the fuzzy yarn. You don't want to use that. I'm gonna step away. You keep talking. I just want to show
Okay.
you. I found this bag at the Goodwill. So I gotta show you what's in here. I'll show you what not to buy.
Okay.
I have
Good,
to
good.
bend over, so yeah.
Hey, Miss Shirley, you with the grandbaby? Hey, how you doing this morning? Let
Hey,
me
Miss
see.
Shirley.
Up to 27 likes on your end.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Passion Treat Arts is saying hi to everybody. Yeah, everybody mix and mingle. You know, we
mix
got the
and mingle.
crafters, cool gamer, everybody's here.
Yay.
If you're on my channel, drop MST and it'll drop your link.
MST.
Yeah. And if you're on I Bring It Every Day, drop KELLI and it will drop your link over there.
Yes.
You.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Nifty saying I bought. Oh, my niece bought me two skeins. The 400 millimeters of each merino yarn. They're beautiful. They're $15 each. What would you make with such a gift? So that I would make a hat. Yeah, I would make a hat or two because it's gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, like you need about 3 or 4 thousand yards to make a sweater. Like you don't have enough to do that, but it's beautiful. I would use a hat. You could make some gloves, fingerless mitts, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, but let me show you what not to buy. Okay.
For a
So I bought,
beginner.
yeah. So I bought this bag from the Goodwill. It was $2.99. I'm gonna make this big real quick.
Hey, Country Hustle. Okay.
Hello. All right. So here's the bag. Here's the price. It's $2.99. I can find there it is. Okay. Now you see this is a big old bag of stuff, right?
That's a good deal right there already.
It's a good deal. Now, here's the tragic thing that's in here. There are two good skeins. And I have to open this real quick. But they gave me two of these. This is Barocco. This is another bougie yarn. It's a fancy yarn company. It's
Wow, you got it for
100%.
under.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think I think each one of these would have been $8 or $10.
Wow.
Yeah, you see. And it's gorgeous.
Mm.
Now this is why I like wool. If you're not allergic to wool, look at the spinning on this thing. It is gorgeous and it's real tight. And I would even say you could start with this. Now this is a medium. Another one, wool. And this one you get how many yards? This is made in Peru.
What color is that? A gray or the
It's a
camera see?
gray, yes. It
Okay.
doesn't have a color name on here.
Fresh and Fire said that is pretty.
It's color 33,
Color
147.
33.
Like you're supposed to remember what that is. Okay. So in this beautiful bag of yarn, so these
You got
two,
two of them?
I got two of them. And so there's enough here, 219 yards. You can make a hat out of each. You get two hats out of this.
Oh, Granny D said that's some very nice yarn.
It's fancy, very bougie. It's not very bougie, but it's
You and
bougie.
this bougie.
Bougie. And I'll show you even more bougie. I'm gonna get you more bougie. But look what else is in here. Ugh.
Oh,
Eyelash
no.
yarn. Do not buy this if you're a beginner.
Wow.
Okay, this is great if you're making little stuffies and things like. Not then again, not really. No, just
So when
don't
you
buy
saw
this.
the bag, did you just see the how you say that? Barocco?
Morocco, I did. I was like,
Okay.
trash, and the rest of it can be in the trash. Okay. So here's more. This, do not buy this if you're a beginner.
What is that for? Like a hat, a fancy hat or
You could,
something?
yeah, you could throw it in a scarf, a hat. This would be great to weave. I don't weave,
Okay.
but for people who weave. Let's see. Now, this is, I don't know what this is, but this is pretty, but it's a thick, some kind of a thick
Mm.
yarn. I don't know what it is.
I can see that blowing away the little fur balls or
Fur
whatnot.
balls and stuff. Now,
Hmm.
here's the infamous. This is what this is the crochet situation. This is called homespun, It's made by Lion Brand, and it's hard to crochet with, but it's beautiful when it's worked up.
It
You
is.
see how it has this boucle, they call it. See how it looks like little mountains,
Spiral. Yeah.
little spirals. Looks like hair.
I know,
Actually, this
right?
this makes good doll hair, actually.
What's up,
But anyway,
Jed?
people hate this.
Hmm.
I like it, but most people hate this. But I have a couple of these in here.
It's pretty.
It's very pretty. But you see that? Do not buy this if you're a beginner.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
All right. Oh, here's another one. This
Oh
one's
no.
yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. No. So do not buy that.
Are you just keeping them around for showing off purposes for the
Yeah,
video?
this is definitely illustration. And then they gave me a little bit of ribbon. And there's the ribbon.
Okay.
So Goodwill does some random stuff. It's interesting, you know. So anyway, there's that.
Mhm.
So
Steve calls it a hellspun. Not the hell.
homespun. Homespun. They call it homespun. That's the brand name, and it's from Lion Brand. And Lion Brand is a company in the US. Like a lot of people, it's, you know, and not to like muddy the waters, but yarn is basically made in a couple of countries, mostly Turkey. The majority of yarn comes from Turkey. Some of it comes from China. And we used to have Red Heart Super Saver used to be made in the United States. I don't know if it is anymore, but I started using it. I was never a fan of it, but I started using it because I found out it was made in the United States. And I went, what? I just went crazy. But there used to be something like 300 or 400 yarn companies in the US in the 50s or the 30s, 40s, 50s. And then I think we're down to like 2 or 3. I mean, it's very, very few things are made in the States. So it's kind of tragic. Yeah.
Okay, Fresh and Fire said, "Yep, I bought some of that thinking that's how I was going to start out. It was on clearance, shaking my head."
Yes. And that's how they get you. And the thing is, in your natural situation is, oh, it's so cool, you know.
It's
But
pretty.
people, it's so pretty. So that's why you want to sort of match whatever the hook says. Try to follow that when you're starting out. It does help. Yep.
Okay.
But anyway, there's that comment. Yep. So let's see, Steve. Hey, Steve's one of my dudes. Okay, yes, and and Mara said you can have all that faux fur and boucle. I know it's terrible, but I said for the $2.99 for the two Baroccos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably going to get redonated. But I thought it was a good illustration for today.
You don't use it on any of the items that you made? The faux fur,
Um,
anything?
I did make something out of homespun. It was not bad. I made a little shawl out of it. I think that's really, in my opinion, all you can really get out of it. They make beautiful shawls, and then and maybe a hat. But you have to be able to see those stitches, and that's why it's hard to use. It's really really hard.
Hey, Lulu Treasure Trove. I connected with her and I caught some of her videos as well.
Yeah, she's got some good stuff too. Yes. Let me see what else we got. Jeg said, "Hey,
Lauren.
anything else?" Yeah, it's fancy. Oh, let me show you one more bougie, and then I'll
Does
before we
anybody else
go.
call it bougie yarn or do you have another term?
No,
Okay.
I don't know. I think as a community, we sort of came together with that one.
Oh, bougie term. Okay.
Bougie, yeah, the bougie. So I'll show you some bougie.
Okay.
All right,
First
here we go.
I bought when started crocheting recently was fuzzy yarn for a washcloth. Couldn't see a thing.
That's the problem. Yep. So this is called Nuna. Nuna or Mirasol is called Nuna. It's from Peru. And this is 40% wool, 40% silk, 20% viscose. And it's 50 grams or 1.76 ounces. And it's a number 2 fine.
Okay.
And it's gorgeous, you know. And
Okay.
I got this from a fancy yarn store. Like they call them the local yarn store in the LYS. And there's, you know, people that all they do is they sell this fancy stuff. So this is the same
Wow.
brand. And I forget what I paid because what happened was this woman went out of business.
Mm.
She went, I'm buying it's allegedly 40% off, but you know, I don't know. You know what I mean? But anyway, I was thinking Steelers when I got this.
Right.
Hopefully this is enough to make a hat. I don't even know, but I just bought a couple. She only had a couple left, so I just bought them. But the
Well,
last thing, yeah. Oh, go ahead.
sorry, D-Mac and Cousin Gant came in. Welcome in
Hello,
us.
sachet. Oh, sachet's another horrible yarn. I don't have any of that right now, Steve. But maybe I'll show you that. So the last bougie thing I'll show you is this is Noro. And Noro is from Japan. So let me show you that. The World of Nature Made in Japan. Noro. Noro. It's usually some blend of wool and silk. This one here is 100% wool. And the ladies in my crochet group bought this, and she was hoarding this, hoarding it. And finally she said, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And I was like, I will take it.
That'd be a pretty hat.
This would be a pretty hat. And they're all different colors, and they're all hand dyed, I believe. You see the purples and all that in there.
Yeah, Granny D loves the bougie yarn.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's got a lot. She's got a nice collection, from what I can tell. But anyway, these are just some of the colors. And like I said, I just, she goes, does anybody want this? And everybody in my group was like, yeah, no. I'm like, me.
Now I'm learning from the comment section.
Yes.
Do you like the Sahay, Sahay types of fiber? Sahay?
Let me see what that is. But anyway, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with this Noro, but I love it. I love it.
Oh, sachet. He corrected it.
Sachet.
Okay.
Sachet. Let me see. So I don't know if I bought some of that. So there was a girl in my crochet group that loved the sachet, and what it is. Hold on. Do I have? No, I don't have any. But it makes itself into a scarf, and it's like fluffy. And I don't know how it does it, but it's kind of crocheted on tracks. So it's like there's two tracks, and you can either crochet the bottom track or the top track, or knit, and it makes the scarf looks like you're wearing like those ruffle hats people are wearing. It looks like that around your neck.
Oh, okay.
Sort of like those ruffle hats. Yeah, so that's cool. Oh wow, we got some good people. So how are the bees doing this winter? This was a weird winter. The bee people. Let's see. We got yarning for a smile. You can send some. So Steve's messing with me. Sachet is one of those things people either love it or hate it. It's another one that people hate.
I'm not a fan of a roving style yarn.
Oh, roving. Yes, roving yarn.
You have some of that?
I do. Hang on. Do I have any back here? No, I don't. Roving. I do have some roving. You need yarn that frogs, right? Because what happens is with that boucle and stuff, once you crochet, and if you crochet really tight, if you make a mistake and you need to pull it out or frog it, it's hard. It sticks to itself. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so that's why we say don't start with that. That's another reason.
You also have yarning for a smile is here.
Hello.
Kasgi. I hope I'm saying that right. Hello from Dubai, Kenya.
Oh wow.
A base in Dubai. New learn crochet artist. I can do hats and scarves and some small other crochet.
Oh, awesome. Nice. Yeah, listen, like I said, I appreciate, I love the arts. I love people's creativity. I love to look at that stuff, and I like to talk about it. So I get all very excited. Yes. So the frogging is good. So thank you so much. Oh, you still have beehives? The bees are making it. Well, that's good. Yeah, see, I know, our winter was really weird. It's like hot, and we have Lord Spike Protein. I see you. Thank you so much. And we got Lauren. Yep, we talked about her.
Said she's not buying any more yarn until she learns how to crochet. She's been buying it and crochet a thing. Hopefully there's somebody in here who has some tutorials.
Yes. Now I'm not a big tutorial person, but but I will tutor you if you come in. Yeah.
Celia makes her own yarn.
She does. Yeah, she spins. There's another she spins. That's another spinner. We have some spinners.
Didn't know that was a thing. Also,
yeah, you can spin your own yarn. Now, I have not approached that yet. That's another layer to this fiber art stuff. Because what a lot of people say is they like to dye their own yarn, so you can get the wool. If you have sheep and things like that, or you can buy it, from a farm or something like that, and then you can spin it. So you make it as tight or as loose as you want it. And you can use the material, the type of sheep you like. It's all the things. You can do alpaca. This lady that I have a group with, her cat's, I hate to say this, is passing away slowly, and the cat has diabetes and really bad, like
Oh wow.
insulin dependent diabetes,
Mm.
and she loves this cat, and she's paying like thousands of dollars to keep this insulin for her
Oh,
cat. It's crazy, but she's keeping the cat's fur, and she's going to spin it just as a memory, because you can actually spin animal fur, so like Angora.
wait a minute. Animal
Yeah,
fur?
cats and dogs. Yeah, you can do it. Ew,
Okay.
I know. I shouldn't laugh, but ooh, yeah, you can do that. But oh, Tunisian. Oh, somebody did. Let's see. Oh, Pendar's here. Hey, I missed you. And Reverend Terminator. Nice.
Hey, Reverend.
Okay. Oh, the Tunisian stitch. Now, that's the one thing I have not done, Pendar. I knit, so it's like weird. Like Tunisian stitch is sort of like knitting, but it's not. But it's similar. It makes the stitches really, really close together. And I just haven't done it only because I've been knitting, you know. But that's the only reason. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't think I've done in crochet. Oh
Okay.
yeah, oh yeah, and that's true about the yarn diet. So I'm trying to behave myself, but of course, like when I go to my groups, sometimes people donate yarn. Now I've been walking away. Like last week, somebody donated yarn, and I ran. I did not pick any of that up. But yeah, this is Kim yarning for a smile. She said her diet doesn't last long, and I understand that. Yes. Oh, and you're welcome. Yes, talk about the best yarn. Yeah. And so, like I said, if you can, good quality yarn can really. I don't want to give away like too much info here, but I've been meaning to show this thing. I'm gonna have to dig for it. But I made this sweater decades ago, and it's still working. It's still being worn today by the recipient of the gift. And I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. But I want to make sure. Oh, thanks so much. Yes. Oh, and we appreciate all the family people. Yeah,
Yeah,
family members.
some people on my channel were asking, can somebody please drop if you're a moderator, can you drop the link to I Bring It on my channel so they can know where to go to
Yes.
subscribe over there?
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So let's see. Claire Huxtable was a
She
great
always calls
knitter.
me Claire, like, and Jordan's like Bill Cosby, and I'm Claire.
Oh, he's Bill Cosby. Okay, I'm giving you the side.
Oh, we're like a YouTube television.
I'm sorry, Bill Cosby. No, you know what's so tragic about Bill Cosby? You know what I mean. Like he
Yeah.
is so complicated. It's
Oh man.
okay, but anyway, it's so tragic. Like it makes me sad. Like his
Yeah.
situation, and like I said, you should never like elevate people to hero. But he really gave a lot of money. To um black colleges.
Mhm.
HBCUs. He gave a lot of money to like Philadelphia. That's where he's from. And it's just tragic, whatever happened to him. But anyway, let me show you
Right.
the blanket yarn real quick. So this is my blanket I made. I'm going to show you two things, and then boy, I know you're going to have to dip out of here soon. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming.
Yeah, I do want to say before we leave, also thank for the people who came over to my channel. I'm like 8
Yes.
away from 4K, so
Wow, you're 8 away. That's
I
crazy. So,
know
so this is the blanket yarn, and I don't know if you can see how thick this
that
is.
is very tight.
It's very thick, and they sell it, in a lot of the stores. And until you get used to, you really have to play around with your tension on there. But I made this blanket. It's called Ogos. It's Karen. I believe it's from Bernat or Karen.
Mhm.
Ogos, and they had it on a clearance sale in Ollie's, and I bought it. Like I can't believe I actually like I need more yarn, but I bought it and I made this blanket. It only took me about 8 days to make it, and it was like, and it's big. It is
Fresh and
massively
Fire
big.
called you a bad shopping influence. I went to
I
Hobby Lobby after you showed us that clearance
oh,
sale, and I found
oh
some cute stuff. She blames you.
sorry. Yeah, I know. Hobby Lobby is interesting. It's really good. I mean, but it's good when they have their clearance, and I try my darndest to get the clearance, and I kind of wait till they are because they're pricey. Like their little skeins of yarn are very short. I call it, like 150 yards and things like that. Way too short. So you have to buy like 10 of them to equal like one of the other one, or two or three to equal one. And they're not cheap. I mean, like they're very pricey. So I always say they have beautiful stuff, but not, I just think they're pricey. So you just have to be kind of ready for that. But sorry for negatively influenced.
It's all your fault. Sorry.
But I love running through there just for fun. All right, so I'm going to show you this. I don't want to beat this dead horse, but I made this sweater for my father. Okay, and this is on my phone, so that's
Oh,
him. I cut his head off.
wow. That
Okay.
is a nice sweater. Is that a zip? No, it's buttons in the front. Okay.
Yeah, well, actually, no, it is a zipper. Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Hmm. Yeah, and this is I forget what they call this. It's Lopi yarn, Lopi. It's like Icelandic wool, and it's in like natural colors. So it's not dyed. So the sheep was actually brown. It's hard to tell because I have a really bad glare here. But the um the the sweater's brown, it's cream, and then one other color. I forget what it is. But I made this years and years ago because I always wanted one of those, but they were like $600 at the time. And I was like, ooh, let me see if I could actually make one. So I got a pattern and just read it and just followed it. And my sister helped me with the sleeves. I made most of the body and I did all that, color work there. But you have to switch colors and things like that. But the thing is, this thing, it's 100% wool, and this thing is about 30 years old.
How long did it take you to make that sweater for your father?
It took about 3 months, and I was brand new. I was
Hmm,
brand new. So I
That,
was really like
that
taking
doesn't
my
look like
time.
brand new quality. That looks like experience quality.
I was just really fortunate. Like I really took to knitting. I really did. And that's my first thing I ever really made. But the thing is, if you buy decent quality, it will last forever. I mean, and my father and the thing that's really funny is like so my father remarried
Mhm.
and his wife was like, "Why do you keep wearing that old sweater?"
Wow.
And he was like, Kelly and her sister made it for me. And she was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, we made it." And like I said, she did the sleeves and I did the body. And she was in college at the time. And was like she went to like a real school, so like she was really working. So she didn't have time to really do it, but she helped me out to kind of get it done for Christmas. We made it for one Christmas. And yeah, yeah. And like I said, and this yarn was at the time it might have been $5 or $6 a skein, and I
Mm.
think we used about maybe 15 skeins. Like it wasn't cheap, you know what I mean? Or it might have been $3 or $4 a skein. And at that time, I think we had gotten it on sale. But this yarn, and the thing that's really nice about it is it does wick. It's got lanolin, it's wool. So if it ever gets wet, the water just goes right off it,
Mm.
and it doesn't get. But this got me sort of on my crazy path of working with yarn. But I should be spinning because the one thing I want to say is that spinning does allow you, to get more fancy stuff for less money if you do
Okay.
it yourself. Yeah. Oh,
Awesome.
thank you, Lord Spike. Yes, and I appreciate you guys. Yeah, thank you so much. Uh-oh. Yeah. Thank you so much for visiting. Appreciate it. And there's Blue Lotus. Hey, you're on both. Nice. So thank you guys so much for coming. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a couple of tools, and like I said, try to, even yard sales are going to be starting up soon. And a lot of times, people like their older relative passes away and they just give this stuff away. They don't always give it away, but a lot of times they do. So,
For the
you might,
price, right.
yeah, you might find some of this fancy stuff a little bit cheaper.
So I'm glad you said that because the
Mhm.
yard sales are approaching. So what is some of the bougie yarn that we need to be on the lookout for?
Well, you can look for the Barocco. I
Mhm.
don't think you're going to see Noro. Noro's it's kind of in its own class. Like people, I don't think people buy a lot of that. At least regular people. Um, Kramer yarns. Let's see. Hobby Lobby has their own. It's called hand dyed yarn. It's
That's a good
bougie. It's $16 a hank. They call this a hank.
yarn.
Yeah, it's about $16 a hank, and then they put it on sale like 30% off every other week. Right now, this week is ending today. It's 30% off. So there's that. Um, I'm trying to think of some other ones. Oh my goodness, my brain's not working right now. But there's Webs. There's a company called Webs, and they sell all kinds of fancy yarn there. And you'll see like wool, silk, cashmere. Oh my goodness, anything cashmere. If it says cashmere, if you see it, snatch it up.
Okay.
Cashmere is gorgeous. It's very soft, and if you and it's light. Like it almost feels like you're wearing a scarf, but it's a sweater.
Hmm.
Yeah, so a cashmere. So I would say anything if you see any kind of cashmere blend like that, and I'd say wool. You know, if wool lasts forever, it really does.
We
You
got a
can't
lot
put
of
it.
people come in too.
Yeah,
Dream Builder, Stay
oh,
Hall, and Sandra living a full life.
hello. And there's Juliet ham and eggs. I see food
Oh
with
yeah, and
eggs.
Juliet. Yeah. She's always eating.
She's always eating. Dream Builder. Hello. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, that sounds good. You want some of that? Nora, yeah, Noro. I mean, you might find it, but I don't think so. You know what I mean? It's going to be rare that you'll find that, but you never know. And then anything hand dyed, and the hand dyed, you can sort of tell that it is. And hang on just a second. Keep reading, Miss T.
Okay.
I found this thing in another Goodwill bag. I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grammy Lisa says she's so glad she found this community through Miss T. You are very welcome. I try to, connect all communities, the bee community, the gardening community, the homesteading community. What else? Oh, the DIY community.
DIY. Yep. All the above. Yeah,
Yeah, we can all be friends.
we can all be friends. And like my friend Drew always says this:
Hey, Rico.
together we are stronger together.
All right, absolutely.
We are all stronger together. And so anyway, Drizzle Stank made my music.
His name just makes me laugh every time. Drizzle
Well, you know
Stank.
what? You know what's funny? That's basically his name. His name is Drew Stanko. Stanko, Stanko. So that's
Okay.
basically his name. But the thing that's really funny is he, yeah, he said he's like a hip hopper slash music person
Mhm.
slash whatever.
Hey,
So
mommy needs a timeout. She wants to learn how to crochet as a hobby.
oh good, yeah, and I think this is a great. Oh yeah, this one's beautiful too. Wow. Hey,
She said, "Wow."
hey, here's another one. Okay, Plymouth Yarns. I forgot about this one. Plymouth Yarns. Yeah, I don't have a good hand dyed one here. Plymouth Yarns. You see that?
Hmm.
Yeah, and they're from Bristol, Pennsylvania. What's up? Holler at me. And so, but anyway, this yarn came from Peru, and it's hand dyed. And you see, it's spun really nice. Like that's a real nice color. And this is
That
color
is a beautiful color.
17. Yeah. But when you see yarn like this, grab it. Grab it.
Okay.
Hand dyed. And then the last thing you asked about roving. Let me show you some roving. I
See,
just
now I can see Fresh and Fire blaming you again. You got me
yes,
buying all this yarn.
I know. Isn't that gorgeous, Juliet? So this is roving. So it's spun loosely. See that?
Hmm.
Like compared to this guy. Let me see if I can put these two together. But you see the difference? This
Right.
is more like it has a little halo on it.
Are
You
those
remember
both
the
medium?
halo? I don't know. Let's see. This one is a medium, I believe. Although it doesn't say, which is weird.
You never understood how women could love Prince. What?
What?
Prince is awesome.
Prince? Oh, anyway, here's the roving. So this is what happened. And when you knit this up or crochet this up, roving's very pretty. It's
Mhm.
very soft.
I'm gonna
But
have to listen to some Prince on the way when I leave this live
are you
in the
cool?
car.
Yeah, I know. I love. Yeah, I like Prince. Oh, I understand Idris Elba and Denzel, but Prince? Question mark. Well, see, the thing is, he was not my cup of tea, but my sister was obsessed with Prince.
I like his music. I didn't really care for the clothing and stuff.
Yeah, like he was kind of weird to me. But I like the fact that he played basketball. I was like, all right,
Yeah,
he
I
was a
would
good
have never
basketball
guessed.
player. He was a good basketball player. And I think we're about the same height. So
Nikki's
yeah,
like, Reverend, do you mean the artist? Yeah, I think.
yes. Yeah, Purple Rain. Love Purple Rain. But he was very prolific in his music and oh,
Sexy? I
sexy.
don't know about sex. I don't know. I don't.
I feel like I'm more macho than he is.
I
This is good, right?
thought he
Not
was.
a good thing for me,
I thought for a long time he was gay, but like if
right?
that was his thing, that was just his thing.
Let's see. Mara was obsessed. Let's see. Oh no, that was Lulu.
Oh,
Lulu said she's obsessed. Hold on, there we go.
hey,
Oh, still
son.
you missed him. Yeah, he was good. Every time I see purple, I think of Purple Rain. Yeah.
Juliet.
Wait, let's see. Good was a good. He was small and skinny. Hold on, and female-ish. Right. See, that's why I said I'm kind of
I
more
wouldn't want him
macho.
for a boyfriend, but he could sing to me anytime.
Yeah. No, he's fine. Okay, we're gonna get you in trouble. I saw that, and purple made me think of him. Okay, he was ahead of his time. Yep. So yeah, smallish and skinny, but yeah, Lulu was obsessed. I love it. And then every time I see purple, I think of Purple Rain, Fresh and Fire. Let's see. Y'all could eat eggs and use the stuff for fertilizer. Oh, that's true for chickens, right? Yeah, we had chickens for a little bit, but I swear we had chickens and then those predators. We just kept getting hit with predators like foxes and you know just like kept coming at the chickens. I was just like it was like a battle. It was like constant. It was like war. Stay away from my chickens. Yeah, anyway, so everyone's laughing. Let me see. Did I miss anything else? Yeah, he still got beautiful women. I know.
Mhm.
And I saw Gloria popped in. Okay, what did somebody say here? I think I missed a tip. Purple Rain. Sorry, I'm going back ahead of his time. I think I missed a tip. Mara was saying thank you to Kim for a tip, but I missed it. But we got Miss Gloria's here. Hey, mommy needs it. Oh, so anyway, Bill Cosby. I, I can't believe that's funny. I didn't know you guys called each other. Anyway, back to Bill Cosby.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, I got to show you something. I got to show you one more thing. This is good.
Okay. Yeah, I got to dip out in about 5 minutes.
I know you got to go. That's why I was like, oh, but speaking
Thank
of,
you guys so much for supporting each other again. Your girl
yes,
is 4 away from 4K, so I really appreciate everybody who came over.
that is amazing.
I hate that I have to dip, but I will. I love the ADHD live stream. It's so me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Right.
wow!
Me
Hey,
too.
hey,
Hey.
hey!
So anyway, I used to collect. Let me turn this away. I got a terrible glare. Okay, I used to collect animation cells. So
Okay.
this is Bill Cosby and his brother Russell from Fat Albert, and there's Fat Albert. And sorry about the glare, but this is terrible. Yeah, it's painted on plastic, and I'll have to come back here. And I I found a guy on eBay that worked for whatever one of the animation companies, and what they do is they put these backgrounds. So this is all hand drawn, and then they have the pencil drawing, and
Oh
then
wow!
they paint it on this plastic. And you see from the reverse,
Uh-huh.
yeah, see how they do that. But anyway, this is all, and then they used to take individual pictures and then flip them and flip them and flip them and then show. But anyway, there's that one, and then here's another one, Fat Albert. So I used to love Fat Albert, and I was so anytime I see like African American stuff like that art, I always grab it if I can, if it's not too expensive. There's Dumb Donald, Weird Harold, in Fat Albert. But anyway, that's the one show I really liked of Bill Cosby. And see, and there's the background. And all this is hand drawn and painted.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But anyway, this is it without the background. So isn't that funny? They
Oh,
they never put the shoes on. They never put shoes on, but and then there's from reverse. But I don't know if you can see that.
yeah, I see it.
Isn't that crazy? So anyway, my husband, I forget. I think we got it from like one of those, nerdy shows or whatever. And it's fun. So I love art. So so that's just like another example of art that I like.
Hmm.
And I don't collect a whole lot, but I just happened to see those two and I said I gotta get Fat Albert.
Fresh and Fire said you bring back her childhood. Reverend
Yeah.
Terminator says he has to leave to see shirtless Jay Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay. And unfortunately, I do have to leave.
Yes. Well, I'll have to share
Hey,
him.
Rice.
So if you want to see some shirtless people,
If you're into shirtless men working out, check out Jay Jordan.
yes. And I think it is what it is. It is what it is with him.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Okay. So that's
Rice, you
cool.
called us at the end.
Yes. So anyway, so thank you so much everybody for coming in. Um, we love the support, and I hope I kind of spiked your interest a little bit in crocheting and art and fiber arts work and things like that.
Absolutely, I bring. We're gonna have to do this again. I promise.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to do this again.
absolutely.
I
Okay.
love just sitting here talking about it. So.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. We love it. So anyway, so you guys have a great day, and we'll see you all soon. Don't forget MST to drop your link, and Kelly in my side. And thank you once again.
Thank you guys, Sammy Joe.
Oh, Sammy
Oh,
Jew. Oh, we love her.
hi, Team Nova Scotia.
Yes, she's up there, right?
Yeah,
That's crazy. I wonder if it's cold up there.
I bet it is.
All right, but thank you all so much for watching. I just want to put that in there. My helper made that for me. So anyway, take care. All right, we'll see you soon.